What is going on, y'all? Travis here, back with another episode of Grey's Anatomy, Season 6, Episode 14. Let's get into it.
The surgical scalpel is made of sterilized stainless steel. This is a vast improvement over the first scalpel, which was pretty much a sharp stick. Medicine is constantly reinventing itself. That means surgeons have to keep reinventing themselves, too.
It's Valentine's Day.
We don't do Valentine's Day.
It's romantic.
No, it isn't. There's constant pressure to adapt to changes.
Ambulance!
It can be a painful process.
Eyes front.
But without it,
Okay, that seemed big.
It's big, they'll page us.
It's big.
you'll find yourself moving backwards.
What the hell happened?
What's going on?
Grandinetti's roof collapsed. We'll be getting more than a dozen.
Oh, on Valentine's Day? Grandinetti's must have been packed.
Dr. Bailey, our hemcolectomy's pushed. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to that.
Well,
Maybe we can make up for it.
You two are gonna
Dinner tomorrow?
date.
no, just I'm busy. Have surgeries most nights. I always have surgery.
Right. Maybe see you in the OR then.
Come on, Bailey, get some.
Oh my God, she likes him. You should totally go out with him. You have to say yes.
Oh no, it's Valentine's Day. You have to. Okay, see. Okay, it has to stop. I am busy.
Hey, Torres, do you know anything about putting together cribs?
You bought a crib?
I got it put together, but it wobbles, and it can't wobble. Now, will you take a look at it?
You're like a sweet, nerdy dad now. I don't even recognize you.
Well, who's the blonde?
I don't know.
I may be a dad, but I am a single dad. Excuse me.
Okay. Now I recognize you.
Must suck to work on Valentine's Day. I don't believe we've met. Ah! What'd you do to your hair?
And I colored it. Wait. You didn't know
I
it was
just
me
said
you
how
were
much
hitting
I
on
liked
me?
her dark hair.
You are pathetic and hypocritical.
You can't pull that off. Blondes are either badass or fun, and you're a brunette.
I think it looks good as fuck. Wow.
Quit staring. I'm probably gonna change it back anyway.
Chicks always do that.
Okay, and I did not do this for Mark. It's Valentine's Day, and I wanted to change something, and I could change. I wanted to do something for me.
How is that different than what I just said?
I'm changing it back.
So far, penetrating abdominal injury, a sucking chest wound, and a massive head wound. Also, there's an open fracture on the way.
Who do I see first?
Fracture trauma.
Hold the elevator. I'll bring the chart, please. Right away.
Where are they taking my husband?
He's going into surgery. His doctors will let us know more soon.
What do we have, Gray?
Decreased breath sounds on the left side.
Put in a chest tube if you need to. Evaluate and page me if it's surgical.
Looks like a pretty bad break. I wonder if there's any chance you can put me in the bed next to that lady.
Yeah, sorry, it doesn't work like that.
Of course. Forgive me. I've been a head waiter for 25 years. I know how it works. I'll see what I can do.
It's a depressed skull fracture with a subdural hematoma. Let's book an OR.
I need you to reassign some anesthesiologists to being Cupid for Bailey.
I did that once, so she yelled at me.
Dr. Shepard, the reporters are waiting for a statement. You've got the trustees' breakfast in the morning, and when the trustees turn on the 11 o'clock news, it's your face they'll want to see.
Watch it coming through.
What do you got?
Traumatic amputation.
Oh my God.
Chief Shepard.
Can she have some water, please?
I'm afraid she
Shit's hitting
can't.
the fan at this one.
Emil, my husband and I have been going to Grandinetti's for 15 years.
And sometimes Tuesdays.
Emil always takes very good care of us, but now it's time to look after yourself.
I just thought you'd want someone with you until you found out that Mr. Banks was okay.
Thank you.
My patient's stalking your patient. Dude gave me $50 to put him next to her.
Her husband is in surgery.
You're just saying that because you think you're married. His $50 says he makes a move.
I'm in.
Mrs. Shepard?
Huh? I'm not Mrs. Shepard. I'm Dr. Gray.
Right. Chief Shepard wanted me to ask you about the trustees' breakfast in the morning.
You Shepard's flunky now?
Mrs.
I'm on his service this week, and during this transition, he needed a little more help on the administrative side. So, will you be going with him?
I am not sure I'm going.
What? You have to, because you're his wife.
When did you get in? Does Mark know you're here?
No, my flight got in a little bit early, and I just took a cab over. I didn't want to bug him. Somebody said that you guys have a free clinic.
Is everything okay? The clinic closed an hour ago. Come on. I have a second. I'll take a peek for you.
Gonna need another 4x4. His wound's completely macerated and contaminated. Why wasn't this guy brought in first?
He was lying in dirty dishwater for a while before they found him.
I forgot I was back there. It's all right. I'm not too big on talking to people, and nobody talks to me much back there. They just, bring me the dishes. I lost my arm. I don't want to have one on. I don't like people staring at me.
We're gonna do everything that we can.
Take you up to surgery now. We're going to try and reattach the arm, okay? I'll prep him, work on the stump, you to breathe the arm.
That's sad. I hope he's okay. I hope his arm is savable.
Trauma room, Barbie.
Okay, irrigation here.
I think it
and
looks
suction,
good.
Please.
Here you go.
Dr. Warren, you ever been there?
A couple times. Good scampi.
Yeah, the place is so romantic. Those cozy little booths, you know, in back. Bailey, where would you go on a first date?
Isn't there a dying child somewhere?
Nope. I had some time, and I wanted to observe one of these.
Baby looks perfect.
Awesome. Can I, get that in writing?
Even better. Here is a souvenir.
Oh, don't you have some kind of, official form or hospital document that you can give me?
Why do you need an official form?
It's none of your business.
If you want your official form, it is, Sloan. What's going on?
It's for the adoption attorney, okay? They need, a clean bill of health from... There's this great couple in San Francisco, and they have these 2 big dogs.
An adoption attorney.
I'm not ready to be a mom. I'm just not ready yet.
Have you told Mark?
No. And you're my doctor, right? I mean, don't you guys have some kind of rule that says you can't say anything? Well, I'm not gonna tell him, and neither are you.
Tell him.
I think she needs an extra blanket. She gets chilled easily.
She must be one hell of a temper. Well, I can see why she comes in every week. You take better care of her than her own husband.
When she first started coming in, before they met, we had a little game. She would try anything we served. She was adventurous, fearless. When she'd gone through the menu, I challenged the chefs to come up with something new. She became my favorite part of the week. And one night she came in with him. She felt like this was a safe place for a first date. That ring on her finger, I placed it in the creme brulee for her to find. I watched her say yes from the kitchen window, and they never stopped coming in. But now he orders for her. Same thing every time. For 15 years, I've watched their conversations grow shorter.
That's sad.
Until now, all they do is eat. She has no children. If he dies, she'll be all alone. She's so afraid. I can see. And all I want to do is take her hand in mine and tell her she'll be all right. She'll never have to be alone if she doesn't want to be. You'll let me know when you have good news about Mr. Banks, yes?
Yeah, right, of course.
You can't leave without telling him.
Yes, I can. I can do whatever I... Crap.
When did you get here? I thought you were gonna call first.
Look.
Would you look at that? That's the slow nose. Can you see it?
Why is he so adorable?
Here's my dad's nose. Damn it. Will you wait for me? I want to take you home. I got a surprise for you.
Oh my God.
You win. He's been staring at her from his kitchen for 15 years.
He just did. She was awake the whole time. She heard everything. They're clearly miserable. I mean, did you hear the whole creme brulee thing? $50 says she tells him she loves him too.
Hi, I've got your keys.
Mrs.
Dr. Shepard told me you might not make it home
Shepard?
before the breakfast, so I should just ask you what you need from your closet and I'll go grab it for you.
Aren't you supposed to be a surgeon? I am a surgeon. You tell the chief that I will be in surgery.
So I'll just pick something out for you.
Yangs with Hunt, Grays with Shepard, Torres with Robbins, and you were with Sloan until he dumped you?
He didn't dump me. He forgot about me. Decided that we were going to start a family and didn't ask me. Forgot I was even there. He just left me lying in dirty dishwater.
What?
Nothing.
Why are
I'm
you
pretty.
so pretty?
And my family, I'm the pretty one.
I said it at the same time.
My eyes and my body. I mean, you should see me without a shirt on. It's kind of ridiculous. But my family is smart. Crazy overachievers. They look like they're smart. My family treated me like I'm pretty.
You are pretty.
They expected nothing from me. Never pushed me, never thought to. So I had to push myself hard. I didn't even tell them I was taking the MCATs till after I'd aced them.
Push me hard.
My point is that you can't just change your hair, okay? You want to be unforgettable, you want to not be mousy, you have to actually change. Just saying.
Mousy? Did he just call her Mousy?
Okay, take this. Bovie. Nice work, Dr. Bailey. Dr. Warren, can you believe that Dr. Bailey almost left general surgery for ped surgery? She almost said no. But then she thought about it, and she changed her mind.
I see. Clearly.
You have my report thing?
No, he took you in. He's given you money. He deserves to know. So if you're not going to tell him, I will.
You paged me? What's going on?
You paged him?
What's the matter?
I'm giving the baby up for adoption. I'm not a mom, and I want him to have good parents, a good home.
No, don't do this. Don't give this baby away.
They'll love him more than I will.
Give him to me. I'll take him. I'll adopt him. You're not ready, but I am. And I know I don't have the best track record, and I should have been there for you, and I wasn't.
but I will be there for this baby.
I want him to have a family, and you're not a family. You're just a guy.
Sloan, please.
I'll help. I'm right across the hall, and we're a family, sort of, and we're doctors, and we're best friends, and we're good people. We'll take care of the baby. Together, we'll love him. Really will.
Just think about it. Go home, we'll talk about it. Can we talk about it?
Yes. Yes, we can.
That's adorable. Sloan wants to be a daddy.
Anything happen?
Ah!
He's still asleep, but she wants to say something.
Oh my God, I'm starving. Ooh, these are all half eaten.
No, you can see what they are.
What are we doing?
Her boy husband's in
Ew.
surgery. This dude's been in love with her for 15 years.
We're waiting to see if she says something.
Or if her husband cooks.
Yeah, but it's okay if he does, because they're miserable. Is this what marriage turns into?
Probably.
Yeah.
I didn't marry Derek to be the chief's arm candy.
Yeah, you married him for the great surgery.
I didn't do that either. Oh, she's gonna say something. She's gonna wake him up.
What's she saying?
She's dying.
She can't breathe. Get a crash cart.
No!
She's got a big air leak in her chest tube.
She's having trouble breathing. We'll let you know more as soon as we do.
We save the arm.
It's gonna have to be an amputation. There's too much devascularized tissue.
Or we can push antibiotics and let the stump heal.
The arm will be dead. Page me when he's awake. I'll tell him.
They can't just leave it behind. Let's attach it to a healthy zone.
Don't tell me, Mouse.
They could... Temporary topic replantation. You have to keep the arm alive until the stump heals.
In cases involving the elbow,
It's extreme. He'll lose range of motion.
He deserves extreme measures. If the arm is still viable...
Has that ever been done before about the elbow?
it could be done. You could implant onto the epigastric and the vena competente.
Vena competente?
I've never done one.
Neither have I.
So, after today, you can't say that anymore. I told him that we would do everything that we could, do everything that we can.
I'll call Shepard and let him know. Gray, Avery, ready scrubbing. Gonna be a while.
Okay, that, not mousy.
You going into surgery now?
There's this breakfast.
I know about the breakfast because there's some resident that I don't know rooting through my closet right now.
Sorry, she's a little overeager.
And I can't really give up a surgery.
No, I wouldn't want you to. No, you shouldn't come.
You know, my patient, she's somebody's wife too, and I'm her doctor, and okay?
Okay.
I mean, there are lots of emergencies.
I got a tracheobronchial tear.
Transitory ectopic implantation.
Nice. I rented a house. It's amazing. It's right on the water, a little cottage, and there are deer, like Bambi deer, and singing birds. It's incredible. And I was thinking of getting a puppy. You have to be home with the puppy, and I'm always here. So I went down to the pound, and I held all of these incredibly sweet dogs, and you would have been really, really proud of me. Oh, and I didn't take one home. I went out and got a fish instead. And
What is your
You are my best friend! My best friend who I could tell everything to. And now you won't even look at me.
Because you said you love me.
You said you loved me too. And then you chose Yang.
You chose her too. You chose her too. I feel like I'm cheating on her. When I talk to you, I feel like I'm cheating on her. Sorry.
You invited her out here, bro.
I miss my best friend too.
Don't you have something else to do?
Closest I've been to Inside an OR in a week. Last week I would have been paged in to help. Now I'm paged about fundraising brunches.
I'm adopting Sloan's baby. I think I can. I certainly want to. Callie said she'd help. I'm having a baby.
Congratulations.
I'm happy for you too, Chief. It's what you always
You
wanted,
are
right?
kind of adorable.
It's what I've always wanted.
Looks like you're nearly done, and it's just in time for dinner and maybe even some dancing.
He won't be dancing when the time comes. He will be perfectly capable of making that determination himself without any help from anyone. And I don't need any help here, so you can go.
Well, I just thought that...
Now.
Oh.
She's nice. Chatty.
Stop talking.
I never said a word about dancing, although
What is all this bleeding? Splenic arteries torn. Oh, he's gonna lose the spleen.
Take
How's
it.
my patient? No idea. He must have left.
I need help in here.
I've got your wife's clothes for the breakfast.
Go home.
If you're here, I'm here.
You are. You want to be an executive assistant? You want to do surgery. That's all I want to do.
I'm not sure I can. Look, I'm grateful that you hired me back. It's easier coming back as that rather than coming back as the doctor who made a mistake and killed someone's mom. And I'm not sure I can be that person, so if you're not sure that you need me, then maybe I shouldn't be here.
I have a patient with an epidural bleed.
Come with me.
You couldn't do it?
Actually, we could. You need to prepare yourself. We needed to take some extraordinary measures.
We had to relocate it.
Is
that my arm? Why would you do this to me?
It's only temporary. Just for a few days. Frankie, this is what you wanted. You wanted your arm.
I said I didn't want to be a freak.
They attached his motherfucking arm to his leg.
Oh, come on. Did you even tell him you're leaving?
Look, I just wanted a place to stay. I mean, I didn't know he was gonna care this much. He bought a crib.
Well, he's a good man. And he'll be very good to your baby. You could know the baby if Mark raised him.
I don't want to know where to come back to. I mean, if I give him to you guys, it's still my baby, and I need him to be somebody else's. I mean, my dad got a clean break from me, and look at him now. Don't I deserve that?
That's so sad for Mark.
Prenatal vitamins are not a joke. Take them. And do not skip any doctor's appointments. If you get into any trouble or you have a problem with anything, call us. Take care of yourself.
Thanks.
Mrs. Banks.
How's my husband? I'll let you know more as soon as I do. Is Emil still here?
Emil is in surgery. There's been some bleeding in his brain.
He never said a word for 15 years.
Did you know?
Why do you think I kept going back there? But then I met Bob and Emil never. I made a choice.
But you kept going back.
I did because Bob liked it. And I loved Bob. It became our place. And yes, he orders for me because he knows what I like. And it may seem like we have nothing left to talk about. Sometimes it's nice not to have to talk. 15 years ago, I made a choice, and I keep making it every day. That's what marriage is.
Go to the breakfast.
To this pancreas, I can't get the bleeding under control.
The middle meningeal artery is completely
They're
severed.
both. Are they both gonna die?
How could I have missed?
You didn't miss anything. The first CT was negative, and there were no neurological symptoms. It's the kind of bleed you never know about until it's too late.
BP's 80/60 and falling.
They're both gonna die?
Stay with me now. Come on, stay with me. Come on, stay with me. Come on.
No!
Dude waited on tables and watched his life happen without him. He's probably better off.
I can't do this. I can't just watch people die. I shouldn't have come back.
Listen, I made a mistake last year. I almost walked away. If you don't feel the losses, if they don't hurt you and humble you, that's when you know you're not cut out for this kind of work. You can be a good surgeon, Kemner. It's why I brought you back.
I kind of like her. She needs a hug.
Congratulations. You managed to.
I can't talk to you.
Look, I'm sorry. I thought you and I might get to.
You make me nervous. I forget what I say, things I don't want to say, and I can't. I just go stupid. I like you. That's all. There. And so if you want to go to dinner, fine. We'll show up and try to.
House tomorrow night.
Fine.
Okay.
I might have surgery.
I might join you.
Bailey. Bailey, go get her man. Yes.
You tell your patient her husband's gonna be okay.
What about Emil?
Shepard said there was no way to know it was detectable until it was too late.
I think this means you win.
No, I don't want it.
Well, I don't want it either. You would have won anyway.
You think?
Of course. That's her husband.
Gray, you ready to scrub in? I have a valve replacement.
No, go
You
to
know,
the lunch. Go to the breakfast.
Yang is still here. Can she do it? We have to keep reinventing ourselves almost every minute because the world can change in an instant.
Mrs. Banks?
How's Emil doing?
Sorry. We did everything we could, but the bleeding in his brain was too severe. I'm very sorry.
Thank you.
I mean, that's...
And
it's
there's
still,
no time for looking back.
Even if she didn't, she's known the guy for 15 years. Longer than that. He's a friend. That's sad. That's heartbreaking.
Close people out there, they just want to stare at me.
They do. The doctors want to see you. They want to ask you questions because you're very rare and special. And there might be press. There's a personal injury lawyer that thinks that restaurant might owe you a lot of money.
How much money?
Sometimes change is good, right?
Get that money. Get that money.
I don't believe you. You don't have to do that.
I wanted to before you got home.
Well, thank you so much for offering. And, could be kind of great, right?
Sometimes the changes are forced on us.
What are you doing?
Sit down.
Go do it.
Sometimes they happen by accident.
I'll get used to it. I'm keeping it.
You're moving on. I mean, I didn't mean that was a bad thing. That's what you should do.
I hate Valentine's Day.
Me too.
And we make the most of them.
Yes.
Hey, Owen. Do you have a minute? Oh, I'll wait in the car. No, stay. It's fine if you stay. I said that I love you, and I'm unringing the bell.
I'm gonna go.
No, stay. I miss my friend, Owen. More than anything, I miss my friend. The rest I can deal with. I have a job that I love and an amazing student to teach. I've got a cottage with deer and various waxed body parts. I'm gonna be fine. You and I are gonna be friends, and you're doing a valve replacement with me in 10.
Really?
Go prep 2219.
Go.
Okay.
I take that. That's mature.
We have to constantly come up with new ways to fix ourselves.
You can't unring the bell.
Y'all gotta move on.
I'm gonna try like hell.
Y'all gotta move it on.
So we
If she
change.
can move on, you can move on,
We
bro.
adapt.
Just the way it's gotta be. Look at you showing up for your man.
I know I didn't. I chose to.
Shall we go in?
Look at you.
We create new versions of ourselves.
Mrs. Shepherd? Mrs. Shepherd?
I know.
I don't do brunches, and I don't do Valentine's Day.
We just need to be sure that this one is an improvement.
Doctor and
You're gonna have to make this
Mrs.
up to me with a lot of
Shepherd.
sex.
Yes, dear.
Y'all are cute. This show is so damn bingeable. I could watch 15 of these back to back to back to back to back. They are so good. It's addicting. I love it. Okay, Karev and Lexapedia, I'm down for y'all getting it on again. My heart breaks for Mark, but I totally get it because I'm all about like, it's like she's carrying the baby. If she wants to, it's her decision. It's her decision at the end of the day. And I totally understand her thinking of like, she's always going to feel tied to that baby if the baby goes to like somebody that she knows or a family member or something like that. You know what I mean? Like people want a clean break and don't want to have a reminder and think about it and blah, blah. I'm sure she'll think about it sometimes, but you know what I mean? I think it's like an individual decision that someone makes, or if you have a partner, the decision that you make together, and however that is what it will be. Like my heart breaks for Mark because I do think he really wanted him, and I think he probably would wrong a lot of rights right a lot of wrongs that he did, you know, when it came to Sloane. But it is what it is. We'll see if that's the end of it or if it plays out a different way. So that arm on the leg, man, that was craziness. I love it. Love it. Let me know what y'all thought about this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.